Well, everybody, it's Ty, your bro. Uh, it's been a while since I last made a video, but I'm trying to get back on it, So what I'm gonna do is I'll try to make at least some kind of video, either a small or long video, at least once a day, just so I can get my get my thoughts out there if you want to hear it. If you don't, you all gotta click the video. But I want you to click the video. All right, so today I'm going to go over one thing I saw on the internet that a lot of people have mixed opinions about, and I'm going to dissect it, you can say, or give a my base take on it. All right, let's go to it. Yep, it's this issue, the illegal immigrant issue. Alright, let's see what they gotta say. Hey, hold on. Let me get this first. Gotta make sure the sound's coming through. Okay.
Of the 3,500 arrests ICE has made so far since President Trump came back into office, can you just tell us the numbers? How many have a criminal record versus those who are just in the country illegally?
All of them, because they illegally broke our nation's laws and therefore they are criminals as far as this administration goes. I know the last administration didn't see it that way, so it's a big culture shift in our nation to view someone who breaks our immigration laws as a criminal, but that's exactly what they are.
You may have kind of one of the worst first. They all have a criminal record.
And welcome to the briefing
If they
room.
broke our nation's laws, yes, they are a criminal. Yes.
All right. This is what she's saying right there is straight facts. Technically, it's straight facts. And may not like how it's how it happened or how they are forced to break into the country. The fact is that they did break into the country, and that's against the law. It's the same thing as if you own a house and someone breaks into your house because they're starving. They don't have any food, but you have food in your house. So they broke into your house and they took your food, which you face repercussions for it. You broke into your house. They may have injured you to get that food, but you also may not have food now. Technically, it's against the law. It's sad that it's stuck like that, but technically it is against the law. When I think about this illegal immigration issue, I go down to the baseline facts of it. As an American citizen, if you break the law, you go to jail. Even if you have kids, they will separate you from your kids and you will go to jail. That's every American citizen. Technically, we all know that some people get a little slip around because they're rich and everything. But technically, every citizen has to face the repercussions if you break the law. Illegal immigrant, because technically, if you are in the country, you didn't go through the proper paperwork, you didn't go through the right process that America requires you to go through, is considered illegal, which means you broke the law. And if you break the law, you technically are a criminal. Now, when it comes to separating the kids and the parents in that situation, why should we treat illegal immigrants differently from citizens? Are you saying illegal immigrants have more rights than citizens? I don't think you want to go down that road, because then you have some real issues. You're saying that everyone's entitled to what you have, and you're a secondary citizen. You're a secondary person in your own country. And it ain't pretty luck. Definitely not pretty luck. I want to be a secondary citizen in my own country. Alright. So yes, there will be times where a parent who may be illegal broke the legal immigrant, came across the country with their kids and technically broke the law. And sometimes, they may get separated from the kids, but that's the same thing for every other parent and regular citizen who breaks the law. They get separated from their parents. They ain't special. And technically, they shouldn't be bringing the kids over the border like that. It's extremely dangerous crossing this border. You got to worry about mafia, cartel, gangs, wilderness, environment, travel, hunger, diseases. There's a lot of things that happens when you try to migrate all the way from the southern border all the way up into the south of America. That's extremely dangerous. You shouldn't be. You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't do that ever. The easiest way to solve something like that is to straight fix the immigration system. One day this fix the immigration system. Right now, there's a backlog of how we do immigration status policy, and because of the backlog, it takes years for someone to become a citizen or to migrate here, and it shouldn't take years. If you put all that money we put towards all these other countries and give them all these other benefits, like they're promoting their LGBTQ parades in other countries where they pretty much say if you practice that they'll cut your head off. Giving all this money towards organizations that are like straight up bad for the environment. Giving money to all these different governments who won't do anything for the citizens. Because sometimes America sends money to these countries, and their people of that country say, yeah, we never saw that money, because the corrupt people in that government took all the money. And then you got money being sent towards all these proxy wars or wars when we're in one. Thank God I haven't been in an official one for a while. But all these proxy giving all this money towards arms and everything like that, but we have issues with our own stuff, and we're just giving money to everyone else. Last time I checked, you should clean your own backyard before you try and clean someone else's backyard. And our backyard, it ain't pretty. It's really bad right now. And we gotta clean it up first. So yeah, they're technically criminals. Granted, even though they're illegal immigrants and they're technically criminals, we're not. I shouldn't say focus on people who are not committing additional crimes. Focus on people who are creating additional crimes. Focus on them first. We get them out immediately. They're detrimental towards society. And I'm willing to compromise. And if you worry about illegal immigrants, illegal immigrants who are not committing additional crimes technically, and you don't want them to be deported, like, okay, we'll compromise. No one else outside those illegal immigrants who are already in the country are allowed to come in at this time. All the illegal immigrants, you got to register. They have to become citizens now. No more additional. They take those citizens who are here now, but legal immigrants who are here now, make them citizens. So they pay their taxes. They do Social Security. They pay just like a regular everyday citizen. They're one of us now. And then at the same time, bam, you can't pay them. You can't lowball them and pay these newly come citizens, and you can't pay them less anymore. You got to pay them the standard wage with everyone else now, because IRS or the government is watching you. They're like, hey, he's a citizen now. He has to be earning the same amount of money as any other citizen. But that's just for the people who are already in the country right now. That's my offer. That's it. As for future citizens, we don't accept any yet until we fix the immigration process, so we can vet every single person that tries to come into our country. And if they have a criminal record, that's a hell no. No. The criminal record, you don't, no. Go stay where you're at. No criminal record. Okay. Do you have like a plan of action? Like, okay, I'm immigrating to America because I have a job lined up for me. We don't want to add more people to the country who are just going to eat off the system that everyone else is paying it towards. Like, it's not fair. if you want to come to our system, want to come to a country, you gotta feed into the system like everybody else. That's it. I pay my taxes and do everything to the country. They gotta do the same thing too. You can't just like, hey, I'm a citizen now. I'm gonna live off. I'm gonna live off stamps. I'm gonna live off medical care that's paid by the citizens. I'm gonna live off of unemployment and all that stuff. Nah, 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 nah. Mm-mm. If you are merely gonna immigrate to our system or to our country and you're gonna mooch off our system, there's no point. Just stay where you're at. Mooch off your own country. And another easy way to fix this immigration is to fix where the issues start from. If your country's having issues there, let's fix your country instead of coming to our country and screwing that up. If we fix your country to make a prosperous, safe, and good nation, then you won't need to immigrate. You'll love where you're at. You'll represent your own country. And at that point is if you're not gonna stand for your own country, that's on you. You gotta fight for your own home. You gotta fight for changes in your own home. You don't gotta fight for your changes. We may assist, like give you some assistance when you ask for it to help fix your country, but you ain't gonna fight your battles. We've been doing that for too long, and we see how the public acts. Well, public I mean every other country. We fight a lot of your. You do a lot of your. Like no one wants American intervention, okay? American citizens don't want to intervene with anyone else's country's issues, and the other rest of the world doesn't want it either. They want our money, but they don't want us intervention with any other things they have. So at that point, it's okay. You don't get the money either, but you won't intervene in your country either. You rule the country the way you want to, and your citizens of your country should choose the way how you want to be ruled. And that's it. That's as far as I go with the immigration policy. Yeah, will my opinion change in the future? I'm sure it will. Circumstances will change, which will require my opinion to change. But at this point, yeah. If you're a criminal, you're going to jail. Sucks. Should've never done it. And at that point, if you don't want to put those criminals in jail, then don't put any American citizen in jail for what they did. Because you're saying one crime is better. You're saying one crime is allowed and one crime is not. Last time I checked, you can't pick which rules you choose, which laws you choose to follow. Technically, you gotta follow all the laws or none of the laws. Can't have it both ways. You can't pick which one you want. And I want to live in a society full of laws because I don't want to fight for everything I have, or for people who can just break into my house and take what I have. So I want laws. I'm pretty sure you do too. And that's my take. This is Ty, your bro. That's everything I have on this topic for this point right now. Maybe I might have something different. Who knows? Yeah, see you next time.